Well, welcome everybody to today's. We're just kind of goofy and wacky and just kind of off the cuff, being a little bit unprofessional, but that's okay. It's a holiday season and it's a time of cheer and laughter, and all justifiably so. It's just a wonderful, wonderful time to be us. Wonderful time to have a position with our company, and those of you that are getting this wonderful opportunity and product in front of people on a regular basis are seeing great fruit from your labor. And today what we're going to do is, well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mute the line, so stand by.
Conference muted.
I am going to also turn off the entry. All right, so we are good to go, guys, and Boomer, you and I are live. Joe Shoop is not going to be able to be on, at least initially. He's on the road right now. But what I would like to do today, for those of you that have your computers booted up, let's go ahead and go online. Let's go to, today, let's go to carrotbarsinfo.com, carrotbarsinfo.com. And once you're there, let's go ahead and click on the affiliate training tab, the affiliate training tab. And on that, you'll see Saturday's training call we did last week. Last Saturday actually was very, very well attended and very popular, and it has some really good training there on foundational components and how to properly enroll new members, which is very, very important that we learn the proper foundational aspects of this business. And, you know, once you start getting this product and the opportunity in front of people on a regular basis, they're going to want to open an account, and it's important that you understand how to professionally do that and do it properly, and also know how to teach and educate others how to do the same thing. So I just wanted to direct your attention to that, as well as previous trainings. I'm always going to have the most 3 current trainings on there for you to review, and as we put up a new one, we'll take the one at the bottom down there. So let's go ahead and scroll down to the next section. If you're serious, core affiliates must. And it's very important, guys, that you number one, have a monthly purchase plan going for yourself. How in the world can you expect anyone to do what you're unwilling to do yourself? So that is the footer and the foundation of everything else is to be on a monthly purchase plan, so we can set the bar, set the pace, and if people ask you, well, do you have one, you can actually answer, yes, I do. Also attending live events, conference calls, and webinars just like you're doing today. And number 3, and that's where we're going to stop today, and that's what we're going to talk about, is exposing people. And I can't think of anybody that's doing a better job of that and putting more numbers on the board than the person that you heard in the background belly laughing before the conference call started, and that's Dan Big Boomer Girolmo. So, Boomer, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. So what I want to do today is just kind of turn it over to you and let you share with people what you're doing, not only online, but more importantly, offline. You know, Boomer, you and I talk every day about the importance of belly-to-belly, face-to-face, the impact that it makes when you get in front of people live, in person, and boy, did we ever see that in firsthand, real-time with the USA Canada tour, Boomer. How many times did we see people walk in those meeting rooms with kind of a skeptical attitude, and you know, whether they were new or have been in for months and months and really haven't engaged, but they were just kind of curious to see what it's all about, and then midway through the presentation they're on the edge of their seats, and after the meeting was over they're just on fire. So let's talk a little bit about, you know, the importance of you know, face-to-face confrontations, not confrontations, but face-to-face presentations. You know, what you say to people, how you strike an interest, and just go ahead and share what's been working the best for you.
Number one, communication's only what the other person perceives. The whole purpose of consistency is so that you stay sharp when you're talking to the right person. Remember, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. You can't say the right thing to the wrong person. But today, there's been more than enough pressures on every aspect of every industry out there that people are, they're looking for some solutions, and many of them really don't know. They know something's wrong, but they can't quite put their finger on it. What you can do, one of the most significant things that you can do on a direct approach with somebody in person is have a demo card in your hand. I mean, nothing is going to strike an interest or a curiosity better than that. How you decide to do that is going to be your communication tool. We have more than enough information here on carrotbarsinfo.com or on the other website, carrotbarsintro.com that Lloyd made. Excuse me one second. I do believe that one of the most significant things that the brain does, and this is what has always struck me from networking, was that the brain has patterns that are built into it. You ever heard the term, you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Well, the reality is we pattern ourselves on the way we receive information, and if you always think about duplication, not what works, what duplicates. McDonald's doesn't make the best hamburger in the world, but they sure know how to open outlets and move a good or service. After all, McDonald's is the largest distributor of toys in the world, and they're a hamburger company. They're also the largest purveyor of chicken, and they're a hamburger company. They know how to duplicate and make money. So with that, keep in mind how you approach people. Our mantra is, strike an interest, direct them to the information, follow up, enroll, and get them to duplicate into the system, plug them into our system. I think one of the things that I'm doing is, you're exactly right, Joe, the live belly-to-belly, eyeball-to-eyeball has the most impact. Remember this, logic will help direct the brain to see a result, but emotion behind logic is like hitting them with a freight train. And sometimes we can't get that over they can hear it in your voice, but they can't see it unless you're directly with it. And we have groups in LA, man, they are growing like weeds, and because they like the direct interaction. I'll be up in LA doing meetings tomorrow, 2 or 3, and we had a small one in San Diego last night. There were a few new people, all of them enrolled, and we will continue to have new venues here. So you can count on me in down here, if you're in LA, San Diego, to plug in there. And Lloyd Merrifield and I are going to be doing Tuesday and Friday webcasts. Tuesday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific. And then on Fridays, 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. And then we have our Saturday trainings at 12 noon Eastern. So you can create a routine of 3 promos a day. Keep yourself sharp. 3 promos a day, either by a phone call, web interaction on Skype, or directly out in the public. However you want to do it. 3 promos a day will keep you sharp. That means that when you talk to the right person, you're on your game, man. And always think about how you introduce it to them is how their brain is going to remember how they were introduced. So if you're out running some ads, I think it's highly important that you immediately follow follow up with those people and show them how to find just 3 key people. The whole business revolves around 3 key people. Find 3 key people, and I'm going to tell you right now, everybody's got them right in their phone. In their phone, guys. You only need, the whole business revolves around 3 key individuals that'll duplicate what you do. And Joe, what's your thoughts on all of that?
Well, it's about being conscious and aware. You know what, guys? I was so impacted by those 2 words. I've got those written down and on my desk. Conscious and aware of opportunities. When people cross your path, are you going to be shy and let people bring the game to you, or are you going to bring the game to them? And I am really training myself to be conscious and aware of people. When they call me on the phone, and I know I get calls all the time from people that are trying to get me involved in this or that, or even old friends. You know, holiday season, guys, is a great opportunity to be around people, both on the phone, online, and especially offline, in person, Christmas parties, family get-togethers. There is no reason for us to not be conscious and aware of the fact your very own mother and father need an account with Carrot Bars. Every brother and sister you have needs an account with Carrot Bars. Every person that you meet and are with at a Christmas party needs an account with Carrot Bar. They may not think they want one, but they need one. That's not open for debate. They need an account with KB. The question is, how are you going to transfer that information into their, because just like you said, Boomer, it's all about perception. Perception's reality. And what I like to do, my favorite strategy is to let people sell themselves by asking good questions. And I always start out by, that's interesting, Bill, Mary, Tom, whoever you're talking to. You just chat, talk with them. Hey, how you doing? How's the wife? How's the kids? How's the job? Where are you working now? Okay, great. I always lead with this. How is the economy affecting your business? I ask them also, what do you do professionally, if you don't know? And how's the economy impacting your business? How's it impacting your family? I mean, how's your business doing? How are sales? People like to talk about that. People especially like to talk about themselves. The problem people make in this industry is they get up on top of people and they just puke all over them. And it turns people off. People think you're trying to sell them something. But if you ask good questions, how's the economy? How's that affecting you? How are sales? How does it make you feel? There's another great question to ask people. How does it make you feel that our government's now $15.2 trillion in debt? And usually you get that far into a conversation, they're gonna take off, and they're gonna start talking, and they're gonna make it clear that they are not happy. You just need to get skilled at asking good questions about the economy. I don't care if they're networkers. I was on the phone yesterday with one of the top networkers that I know, and we were cross-lined to each other in a company called Zango, a mangosteen juice company. He was a top leader, I was a top leader. We always connected at live events because I just always respected his style. What a true pro. He called me about something else yesterday, and I let him talk. And then I said, I know you still have a position with our old company, and you're still with them, and I'm perceiving that the reason why you're looking elsewhere is because the economy must be affecting your business, right? And boy, he took off. Absolutely it is. And he says, my volume's going down every month, my checks are going down, that's why I'm looking at a plan B and blah, 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 blah. You know what? I don't care if you're online, offline, networking, tradition, whatever business it is, there's rarely a business out there that's not impacted some way, shape, or form by this economy. Would you agree or would you not agree, Boomer?
100%.
Yeah.
100% agree.
Yeah, so I think the greatest skill we can develop is becoming very, very good at asking questions. And I think the people that do the best job of that are able to get people to let their feelings be known about their concern. And then, you know, hey, I've got something you should probably take a look at then. If you're like me, I'm concerned too. And what I told him, you know, he was on the phone, I said, go to carrotbarstv.com. Just go there right now while we're talking on the phone. I want to show you a couple things. And I just started pointing out, you know, it's like showing him, you know, toys in a display window. You see that video? That talks about this. See that video? Talks about this. And then you know, which one of those pique your interest the most? I just asked him. And one stood out to him. And I said, well, what I want you to do is watch that one, and I also wanted to direct his attention to those Zeitgeist. I said, have you seen those Zeitgeist videos yet? And he goes, I have. And I said, then this is going to be right up your alley. You need to watch these and call me back. And we got off the phone, and about an hour later, phone rang. And it all started with me letting him talk about himself and his business and what he's doing and how concerned he is, as opposed to me trying to ram a square peg into a round hole. Never works. Well, rarely works. If you're really, really good, it can work sometimes. So, Boomer, do you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, I think that once we have established an interest, you're 100% right. If you keep aware and conscious in the back of your mind, and if you don't practice, and that's what a doctor does, he has a practice, right? Because he practices. If you're not consistent and expose this on a daily basis, you're going to forget to ask questions. The person who asks questions is in control of the conversation. And the reality is, if you do that, you're going to find out more information, and they're going to have a stronger level of participation in what you do. And I also let them know if they have an interest and said, yeah, it's game on. I let them know you can use this. It stands alone on a great viable resource for you to combat inflation. It also, if you want to make money and hedge off any changes in the world market, you can merely make some referrals. And if you want to make money, we have a plan. Just duplicate the plan. But if you want to really join our team, we have some voluntary expectations. And let me tell you what they are. And then I'm going to go over those some of the things, because understand, no money's made unless we exchange paper money, which is declining right now as we're talking. It doesn't matter if it's in your wallet, your bank account, if it's in some type of portfolio. If it's in paper, it is losing value as we speak. The great news is we got a great plan to turn that around, and it really doesn't cost you a penny to do, but you have to. It all revolves around changing the way we think about paper money. That's the solution. If we can change the mindset of people to change the way they look at paper money, we can begin to actually harness the activity button in their brain. Does that make sense?
Yep. Sure does. All right, I think what let's do, Boomer, is let's go ahead and open the line for questions and see if anybody has any questions, comments, whatever that they would like to participate and contribute to the Breakfast Club today. So if you have one, 5-star, 5-star, will raise your hand. Bill Peters, just like Old Faithful the Geyser. Bill Peters, you are unmuted. Welcome to the Breakfast Club. Fire away.
Thank you very much, Joe. Thanks, Dan. First comment, and it does need an answer, Joe. I assume that Maximilian, as part of his university, will have something on the art of questioning. That would be important. The other thing is, when it comes to the devaluing dollar, I don't use it all the time, but in fact, what's happening to the dollar is very akin to a hidden and unapproved or unknown about tax. The government, by printing money, is actually taxing us, and most people don't even realize it. I mean, the dollar is going down. Those dollars are going elsewhere to take care of the government, and we didn't approve that tax. And if you're talking to somebody who's very upset about what the government's doing to you, this is just a hidden thing that they're doing to us. The other thing is, Boomer, your webinars, your meetings that you're doing, do you have those posted anywhere? Do we have to register for them? Where do we go to find that?
All you have to do is go to carrotbarsinfo.com, and you'll see live event schedule. I've got that now up in the main frame of the tabs. You don't have to mouse over more anymore. Just right at the main frame, it has a home, customer, affiliate training, and live event schedule. Click on live event schedule, and just scroll down to Tuesday. There's Boomer's replacing Jimmy Larson on the right-hand side. And again, Thursday.
Live events under the
Friday.
Friday. And then, of course, there's our Saturday morning training. So
Got it.
Maybe I'll put something in there to signify this is Boomer's live webcast. I think we'll do that.
Yeah, you might want to do that. We know
Boomer and Lloyd.
Well, I only got so much room.
We could just put Repo and Lloyd. Thanks, guys. That's all I had.
Okay. Next question. Let's see. That would be Kathy. You go, girl. You're unmuted. Fire away.
Hi, everybody. I'm kind of interested in this Skype you keep talking about. How does it work?
Boomer?
Look, it's a platform that lets us communicate with each other interactively, and in any country, it doesn't cost you a penny to talk to somebody anywhere. So, I mean, that's what I use. I am not the master at it, but I know enough about it that you can register an account for free at Skype.com.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to need a username, and then you're going to send invites to some people. Number one thing you should do is get yourself into one of the Carrot Bar rooms, because that's where you're going to get the live plug-in in. If you duplicate that, unless you want an endless job of sending out mass emails, etc., and wondering if people can plug in, I like to build strong leadership. For many years, I coddled too many people, and the reality is time to step up. Here's where the information's at, and if you get into those rooms, you go and get to sift the information out. And we want, if you have a specific area of expertise pertaining to anything that has to do with our advancement of our cause and our mission, post it there. For instance, like articles about the economy or how something that's affecting you directly, in terms of whatever it is that you do, different changes. The more little information bits that build our level of knowledge. Everybody's got something to put forth into that. Plus, we have where we post our brand new information. All of our brand new information goes into the Skype chat rooms right away. That's the first place that gets it above and beyond anywhere else. Right, Joe?
No doubt about it. And if you are not participant of that room, you are at a tactical disadvantage. There is no doubt about it. That's where all breaking news is posted first.
Okay, well, I wasn't aware. I keep hearing you talk about Skype, but I wasn't aware of how this worked or anything.
Very simple.
Okay, so I just go to Skype.com, sign up, and then I can put news articles that I actually can get from another company, like about the economy and everything that they're doing to keep you down and make you a slave.
Well, I don't think people that are in that room, they're pretty much already aware of that kind of stuff. But
they are.
yeah,
Okay.
I mean that's one of the reasons why people have accounts have Carrot Bar's accounts is they're concerned about that stuff. But when you find things that are new and interesting, you can post them there. Or most importantly, when you have questions about anything, you can get an answer real time, 24/7, 365 from top leaders all over the world that are monitoring those rooms all the time.
Okay, now how are you able to converse with somebody like in China, or how do you get the information to find these people? I know they're very interested. I know Chinese are very interested in gold.
Well, it's not a recruiting room. It's a for members only room. You have to be added to the chat room by a member. It's by invitation only. You can't get in those rooms if you're not a member.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'll check it out then. All right. Thank you very much.
And we keep all the room directed towards Carrot Bars, not other opportunities. I mean, there's lots of people that have other things that have been going on. For some people, they're very successful in other businesses. This is the end game. This company works with anybody, whether they're a guy with a stethoscope or a shovel, or they make money online. If they get paid in paper money, look what's happened to the paper money. It doesn't matter. So for some, they're customers, some are affiliates, and it's what we have goes along with every person out there if they understand how it all fits together.
Exactly.
And we don't pitch other stuff in the rooms.
Right.
Don't post links.
Or you'll be asked to immediately remove it, and the people that don't remove things, they get removed from the room. So, anyway, Judy, you got a hand raised. Judy, I've got your line unmuted. Fire away.
Hey, Joe. Yeah, quick question. Is this call being recorded?
No. Unless Terry Whitener is Terry in the room? Yeah, Terry's here. Terry's probably recording it. Yep.
Okay, thank you. That was it.
Sure. Yep. No problem. Okay, got a Skype Joe. I don't know if it's a real Joe or someone that Skype says. I think it just puts Joe in there by default. So I've got a Skyper. If that's you, fire away if you have a question.
Yeah, hi, Joe and Dan. Always good to hear you. This is Christian Dieterle. I have two quick questions for you. Hey, how are you? First, I don't know if you mentioned it earlier or not, but I know there were some plans to add the ability to buy more than once in a purchase plan in a given month. Is that what is the anticipated rollout date for that?
Well, have you checked in your back office?
Yeah, I helped somebody purchase the other day, and I noticed right after we helped them purchase that the option was not available. They went back in and bought a demo card.
Okay. I will. I'm Skyping the IT department right now over in Germany. So, Boomer, you guys want to go ahead and chat because it's hard for me to multitask.
No problem.
No problem. See,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Everybody realizes that once they set up a purchase plan, you don't go back to the Marketplace tab, Buy Gold. It will be found in Invoices. So if you're listening to this and you just started a purchase plan, once you start a purchase plan, you do not go back to the marketplace buy gold tab. You're going to go to the tab that says gold account, and at the bottom, the sub tab is called invoices. Go there, and you will find your purchase plan there. And if you see a pay now button, so let's just say that you took advantage of the bronze supervisor promo and you wanted to back that down from 500 to 100 the following month, you would just hit pay now and then go down to, it has a place where you can change the amount, and that's where you do that. So you will find any purchase plans that you have set up. Well, you only get one purchase plan per account. So you go and you'll find it under invoices, and that's where you pay.
Okay, I think that's if it on a recurring basis every month when you decide to purchase. But if you wanted to make a second purchase in that monthly purchase plan, say you're watching the market and you see an opportunity to buy, that won't obviously be an option in the invoices. You have to create another purchase at that point and go through the marketplace. Correct?
Not if you're, as far as I know, not if you're fulfilling your purchase plan agreement. You should be able to go down in there and do it. But if it's not, we'll find out what happens from Joe on the activation of that feature.
I do know your monthly purchase plan, Christian, is under gold account invoices.
Right. No, and I've done it that way before as well. I understand that.
Yeah, that's where it will be. You won't create another plan. That option won't be available till the middle of January. But what you'll have is a perpetual, ongoing pay now button on your monthly purchase plan.
Okay, I didn't realize it always stays there. I thought once you
always stay there, and each time you hit it and pay, it's going to pay.
Okay. My other question was, I'm sorry. My other question was, in regards to the Care Bars University and KBTV sites and everything, are there any plans by Maximilian to provide some sort of key or methodology for those to use social media? Any tips and so forth, like maybe using LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter? I mean, are there going to be any kind of pre-created templates that you'd use, or I don't know what all the plans are here?
I know he had all kinds of ideas, but management is not open to that because there's so much abuse of people in other programs are going to use those to access databases and names and people. They have to keep this private.
Well, yeah, I mean, I understand that. I guess what I'm asking is just tips on how to market for the Care Bars on how to set up Facebook fan pages and things of that nature. Does that make sense?
I do. Yeah, I don't know, but
okay.
I know we have a lot of members that are experts at that kind of stuff too, and Boomer's one of them. But we maybe need to do some things privately offline because a lot of people don't. And answer your question, I don't know what he's got in store, but I know that corporate's very very protective of our identities and who we are, and wanting to if they're going to be anything social media wise, it's going to have to go through corporate and get approval there before he'll be able to do it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Christian, I sent you a Skype.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Okay. We'll talk afterwards. Great. Okay.
All right. Any other questions? If you have one, press 5-star. Agaja, you're unmuted. Fire away.
Yes, my only comment is that the emphasis that I have watched and seen about the Skype, the ability to communicate with Skype, particularly in our business. I think that should be one of the first skills that we within Care About Gold really know how to do. I mean, I don't even know how to send out, how to connect my recruit into the rooms. You hear what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. All you have to do is just ask, get in the room and ask, say, hey, how do I add a member to the room? You'll get an immediate answer with a procedure, what you do.
You've answered my questions about Skype, then. I'll do that.
Yeah, people are very, very helpful, very forthcoming with knowledge and skills. And
okay.
The old adage, you have not because you ask not.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, here's a call out to anybody in our listening audience. If you are an expert in Skype and know a lot of different features and facets, we would greatly appreciate it if you would help us put together a simple, mantra on how to do that. We greatly appreciate that. I kind of learn as a need to know. I need to know this. Okay, then I add that. Then I add that. But if somebody's an expert on using Skype, we would greatly appreciate your help.
Mm-hmm. All right, Tab Harding, fire away, my friend.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Questions. First question is, ordered some of the demo cards, 3 of them, and I got an email from the company saying they're being sent by German mail. I'm just wondering how many days does that take to get to the States?
Well, we've seen, I think the record so far is 8 days, and typically I try to set people's expectations at 3 to 4 weeks. I'd rather under-promise and let them over-deliver. I never expect anything under 2 weeks. If they do, then I kind of chalk it up to a shipping miracle. But the guys, their delivery is second to none, and no one in the gold industry has delivered bullion as fast as our company.
Okay. That's good to know. I was thinking maybe about 10 days, but I'll look for it.
Well, the industry average is 2 months or more, and ours is just a fraction of that.
Yeah, that's great. And my second question is, in my wife's account, I signed her up, with the 500 to be a bronze, and so much a month being taken out for the monthly. And I'm just looking at her back office, and it just shows her still an affiliate. So I'm just wondering if that is still being...
Well, those don't reset until the end of the commission cycle.
Okay, I thought that was on the 12th.
When did she place the order?
It was, let's see here. Demo cards. 11:30, November the 30th.
Okay. And what does it show her pin level or rank it on her dashboard?
Affiliate.
Okay, well then you need to get a hold of Cheryl and let her, they'll manually correct that. Every now and then someone slips through the cracks, and it looks like your wife is one of those people.
Okay, well I'll check with Cheryl then. I just wondered if
it's done early in the morning. Like right now it's 5:40 p.m. They're out of the office, and if you try to have them fix anything this time of day, it isn't going to happen. It's got to be done early in the morning.
Okay, should I get a hold of Cheryl or just send a ticket to corporate?
I wouldn't send a ticket. You can either Skype Thomas Schroner or Michael Frank or Jimmy Larson or even Cheryl. That's the best and fastest way to do it. But if not, you can give Cheryl a call and leave a voicemail if she doesn't answer, and hopefully she'll call you back and she can get this fixed for you.
Okay, great. Appreciate the info.
Okay. All right, Tab. All right, Judy, got a hand up again. Go ahead, Judy.
Hey, Joe. I just wanted to comment on the other man's statement about how long it takes to send them. I would think right now anybody sending anything over Christmas would be using a courier, so the mail would not be as clogged at this point in time, so he should get them very quickly. And as for Andy's request about anybody that's an expert in Skype, I've been using Skype since 2003, and I've seen the many improvements over the years with the different versions. And one thing everybody should know is when they first install or download Skype, there is a complete tutorial. I mean, it takes you through everything, what to do, how to add a person, even how to test to see if your connections are correct with your microphone, for those who have a microphone. So it takes you through everything, including how to add contacts and add people to chat rooms. That whole tutorial is there when you download Skype.
Mm-hmm. Good point, but unfortunately human nature, they don't like to read directions. And I'm guilty of that.
That's true, but, you know, I think we should just really stress the importance of reading those directions because we don't want to really make more work for ourselves than is necessary.
I totally agree. Great point. Thank you for bringing that.
We'd much rather be using that time productively doing 3 ways and training people how to do the business as opposed to how to use technology, especially when that information is there.
There's no doubt about that. So thank you for your contribution. That's good stuff. And anybody have anything else? I see several leaders in here that if you want to be heard and share any tips about striking an interest or bringing up how to skillfully bring up the product or the opportunity, certainly want to encourage your participation. Kevin Brown, I see you're in here. Lloyd, got all kinds of leaders in here that certainly would love to hear from you if you are willing and able. I know sometimes you're not able to talk. You've got someone in your office or whatever, but anybody else? 5-star is what you need to press. Looks like Judy again. Judy, you got another contribution.
Well, you asked. What I've been doing lately in terms of striking an interest with businesses, especially with the Christmas rush, I know there is no way I could sit there and actually pitch them with a gazillion shoppers wanting to purchase something. So I just ask them if they sell gold bullion or ingots. And it just gets them thinking about that concept. I just make that initial, because there's a ton of people around in the jewelry stores and they're looking to sell their jewelry. So I just ask them if they sell it, and then from there I can go back and in a few weeks with the demo card and say, oh, I've been able to find it somewhere else, and then show it to them, and that's how I wanted to follow up.
I just got my mind going there. I can see myself downtown, at a jewelry store or whatever. Hey, do you sell gold here? And if they say no, just say, would you like to? And see what they say. They might.
True, but when you've got like 50 gazillion shoppers and they're trying to make their year, I just felt it wouldn't be an appropriate time to bring it up. But I can plant that seed in their mind. I've had a couple of stores say, well, they will check on the price of, they can get it for me, a wafer or an ingot, they can get it for me, they'll check on the price. And I'll go back in a couple of days, oh, it's too busy, haven't been able to get the price, oh, no problem, and just walk away. In a couple of weeks, I can go back and show them my card and say, oh, I was able to find it elsewhere. Now, in their mind, they're thinking, wow, I just lost some business. Mm-hmm. But with this, they can think, wow, I can actually, sell these to people here, and these are affordable. People can buy these. Because a lot of jewelers don't necessarily want to stock an ounce because it's more money than the average everyday consumer walking into a retail store can find or wants to purchase anyway.
All right. Good point. Thank you very much. All right. Kevin Brown. All right, got you, Kevin. You're unmuted. Fire away, my friend.
Hey, Joe. Great call today. Great call. I think one of the things that we've been using that's had some pretty good success is for new people that come aboard, especially those that are extremely, extremely busy, people that have access and influence in the marketplace. What I personally like to do is, and I know this is pretty old school, is I like to gather their top 5 people that they want me to talk to. And by doing so, you know, that alleviates one of the number one objections that people have. I just don't have time. And I'm going to do all the work for them. I'm going to make the call. I'm going to make the introduction. And it actually alleviates a lot of the, you know, what do I say to people when it comes to this opportunity. And once I call those people, my main objective is to get 4 to 5 minutes of their time. First of all, I introduce myself, how I actually know them through the contact. They gave me their name. And then once I get that 5 minutes, that's all I'm looking for, is that 5-minute window. And I basically say, hey, listen, I shared something with the person that gave me their name, and they wanted me to share the exact same thing that I shared with them. And I put them on that 2-minute recorded call that you do, Joe. And I'm telling you, that alleviates a lot of question and answer period with the person. Because they've told me right up front, yeah, I've got 5 minutes. They know the person that actually gave me their name, and there's a comfort level already. And after that 2-minute call, it's quite simply, what I like to say is, what did you like best about what you just heard? They tell me what they like best about it, and it's all about, at that particular moment, securing that free position for them. And once they come into our culture, once they come into our family, you know, I've got enough information to go ahead and register them at that particular time. And the only information I really need is just their name, which I already have, their telephone number, which I already have, and then, of course, their email address, so that they, in turn, can get that confirmation from KB Vision. And once they're in our culture, you know, our Skype chat group or our Facebook group, you know, they're going to get a lot of the information that they need right then and there. And, of course, on your call, it already indicates the carrotbarstv.com site. And then it's just a matter of me staying in touch with that person, you know, giving them a call, making sure they feel comfortable, and answering some of their great questions. So, you know, that's one of the things that we like to do in that regard. And then, of course, I think having the card on our person, and what my wife and I like to do is we actually have a nice plastic badge covering that we put our card in. And we have a lanyard, a little keychain type thing that we wear around our necks. And, you know, of course, we're dressed pretty nicely when we go out in public, and people see that card on our person, and they're like, well, what's that? And that just gives us an opportunity to share Carrot Bars with them. And like yourself, I like to actually take it to people. So if they don't say anything to me about that card, I'm going to ask them. I'm going to say, what do you think this is? And they're going to tell me all kinds of things on what they think this card is. And then finally I get an opportunity to share some things about what we're doing here with KB also. But that 2-minute call, and I think Boomer would agree, that 2-minute call is definitely one of the best tools that we have in our tool chest, that as well as the card itself. So that's just some of the things that we like to use in the marketplace.
I think everyone on this call needs to get a stocking stuffer of a plastic on a, you know, the old soap on a rope, except we're going to have a Carrot Bar. And there are some very nice, classy-looking ones at like Staples, or where did you get yours, Kevin? Do you remember?
Yeah, I was at I'm in a real small town where we reside, but it's an office
Depot?
No, it's not an Office Depot. It's just an office store, and it's a real nice hard plastic, and the card slips down in there very nicely, and we've got some really nice multiple colored lanyards. You know, we'll wear a white one, we'll wear a gold one, we'll wear a black one. You know, it just all depends on what we want to wear that particular day. And because the card is so professionally done, you know, people think we're coming from a convention. Here we are in a real small town. They're saying, well, where's the convention at, you know? What's going on in town? And we can just strike up a nice interest that way. But Yeah, we're like walking billboards. I think that's important to actually have that lanyard and the plastic badge holder for the card.
Agreed.
That's good stuff. So it's a plastic badge holder, right?
That's right. That's right.
I just wrote that down on my list of things I'm going to get as stocking stuffers, and this I'm going to get for my own stocking. I'm going to.
So you can get those at Staples or Office Depot, huh?
Yeah, I'm sure you can get them at Staples or Office Depot. Yeah.
But they're there, so beautiful. Yeah. Love it. Nice work, Kevin. All right. That's why Kevin's a top leader, guys. So thank you very much, Kevin. And I think that's it for the questions. If anybody has any last call for questions, 5-star. And I see no more questions. So I'll just basically wrap my end and pass it over to Boomer to close the call. But, guys, your success begins and ends with marketing. Exposure is so vitally important. If your business isn't where you want it to be, it's because you're not exposing enough people consistently, and more importantly, your people that you've brought in are not doing the same thing. And that's, again, it's the reason why it's number one at the top of the 5 foundational components. Marketing it's where your success begins and ends. So back to you, Boomer. You can go ahead and close.
Great, guys. Looking forward to anybody that wants to come to a webcast later on today in 3 hours. That's 3 p.m. Eastern. You'll find the information on carrotbarsinfo.com and also, correct?
Yep, live event schedules right there.
Yeah, and carrotbarsintro.com. You'll find it on all the different lists of schedules. We're going to create some synergy there. We do them Tuesday and Fridays. Wednesday nights we have KB Gold events, and that's at 10 p.m. Eastern with the Alfiers and group with Cindy Belmonte and Dave Ensign also. And then we have Saturday morning training. So we have more than enough ways that we can drive and direct traffic to build your business. And with that, remember, duplication is the key. Lots of things work, not everything duplicates. Keep that in mind. And 3 exposures a day. And Merry Christmas to everybody. And we'll see you. We'll see you all later.
All right. Thank you very much. God bless, guys, and we'll see you all at the top.